exploring. So
sorry I'm late. I got home kind of late, and it took me forever to set up. Fallout 76. Oh, I'm under attack. Oh, my turrets did their job for once. Mm, did I do it? It didn't blow. Ah, nice. Look at that. I did it. It's the green wire. This spot, this is my favorite camp spot, is in Charleston. Let's see the map. Like right here, near the train station. This area over here, there's always a random encounter over here. It can be enemies. It was a lemonade stand one time. All kinds of stuff, weird stuff happened here. This time it's a bomb that I managed to defuse. Nice. I wonder what would happen. Would it really have been a really big explosion? No idea.
Be sure to stop up while you can.
Get rid of some of these.
Don't face the wasteland without the proper supply. I am authorized to trade, supply, and equipment.
Haven't found any new bobbleheads in a while. I don't have any room left. The heck? I swear it was a electrician around here. And there was a lightning strike and then a bunch of smoke. Where did he go? Okay. Haven't moved an inch. Okay. Oh, okay.
Chief, higher-up's been compromised. A group of outsiders rolled in, heavily armed, started setting up camp. Only a matter of time until they find me up here. Pretty sure this is it for me. But, listen, Chief, I gotta come clean. I want to go to my grave with a clean conscience. This whole thing, the reports, the army, it's a sham, boss. Every single file has gone straight to Mr. Stoltz. We're his men first, Chief, not yours. Not really. There's no military contact. Just Hugo. Those of us in the know have been heading out here to play the part, make you think it's real. But this ain't a drop site. It's a smoke break spot. I'm sorry you gotta find out like this, Chief. You're one of the good ones. Don't trust anyone down there. We're all just his puppets. Oh, shit!
Blood Eagles got him. All right. Oberlin's report. I was about to say, still going. So it seems to be done biding his time. The organic sector chief has invited an outsider into the vault, a dweller from 76 no less. The overseer has put them to work for us. I had the dweller run some errands of my own in an attempt to judge their character and maybe glean some insight into what Stoltz is planning. They proved to be adequate and could potentially prove to be trusted with more secure matters, still awaiting for further reports. Stoltz has been pushing others towards more definite answers surrounding the nature of the loss. He's also been looking to run tests with new configurations for the weather machine. My assumption is that he plans to make a move soon, one that would endanger us all. I may need backup. I am officially requesting military presence in Shenandoah. The lab is located below the old Hawksbill weather station. Come prepared for the worst. Godspeed, Lieutenant Colonel James Oberlin. option to question Hugo. I don't think I should tell Hugo anything. So some people tried to build a life here, huh? And the super mutants came and took over, killed everybody. They got a working water pump and everything. That sucks. Naked Creek. It's way too bright.
Eat a snack. No.
we go back to the surface, nobody wants to know us because of our, condition.
We felt the whole vault shake
Wow.
back.
Your skin isn't split at all.
Don't worry about though.
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know, right for the accents, just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened. The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting. Tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air. You reckon the storm is... What did you say?
I think I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna tell Hugo about this. I'm just gonna go ahead and talk to Oberlin.
Oh, welcome back. How can I help? You're back. And without Daniel. What was the situation?
Daniel's dead, but he left a confession. The reports go straight to Hugo.
You're serious? Did you have proof? Are you sure? Look at me. Are you sure?
Sorry, Oberlin. It's the truth. Here's the holotape.
After all this time, it takes someone from outside this vault to finally tell me the goddamn truth. Thank you, my friend. This... it's very upsetting. I'm glad I have you to rely on. I'm gonna kill that. No, not yet. Not now. I can't give him the opportunity to turn this around on me. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I need time to make sense of this. It's best that Hugo remain unaware that I've been shown the truth. Not until I'm ready to act. I will allow him to think he retains control. You've earned a reward for your effort and honesty. I will let you know if and when I decide to act on this revelation. For now, I wait. Be careful with who you place your trust in down here. It's a viper's den. Dismissed. Much as I hate to admit it, I'm not sure I could have managed without your help. Thank you.
Shattered grounds. What is that?
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
Interesting, I guess. Not really gonna use it. I don't do addictions. That ain't me.
What do you need? Oh? What did you want to know? What do you want to know about? What do you need? All right, then. What did you want to know? How? Yes, I do. How do you know about the Atlas Project?
I've been to Fort Atlas.
Fort Atlas? Not the Atlas Observatory?
Not anymore.
I can't say that I do, but I imagine you're about to tell me.
Group and Power Armor, they took over the place and named it Fort Atlas.
I told you the military always has a contingency plan. Unless they aren't military. I better be cautious before making contact. It's impossible to know who they are, or how much has changed. It's worth investigating. It would be worth establishing contact.
I don't know about that. What exactly did you do on Atlas Project?
I took over the role of Chief Army Scientific Advisor for Major Bentley, when he was deemed unfit for the role. Through my management, the program got back on schedule, and we started to see results. Not that it mattered in the end. The bombs did drop suddenly, and the wasteland is a dangerous place. It is possible that not all of them may have survived. No, it must have. Observation, mostly. I was trusted with everyone's safety. Being security chief meant I had access to everything. I had ears everywhere, from maintenance to top brass. I was to report everything to my superiors at the Capitol. That was the order, anyway. The U.S. Armed Forces always have contingencies planned. We're prepared for all eventualities. Even if not everyone were able to make it, there were plans in place to get personnel of every level to a safe location. They'll be finalizing preparations for operations to regroup and rebuild across the country.
Don't know about that, but okay.
My last orders were to continue sending reports on progress of projects here. Report any suspicious behavior from anyone. It was before the recent chaos. While it's not the life I envisioned for myself, it's been surprisingly pleasant for the most part. Present conditions aside. It's only really been the last decade or so when things have really begun to fall apart. Anything else? Nothing too personal, I hope. Fort Atlas.
Oh, I already asked.
Atlas.
That's good enough, I guess.
Seeing someone do so much good around here, it's refreshing.
Dark Hollow security key. I'll take it.
much as I hate to admit it, I'm not sure I could have managed without your help. Thank you.
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about.
Instructions for Hitman. Mr. Redacted, we are in need of your services once again. One of our senior advisors, Mr. Quentin Hake, has continually failed to toe the party line, and it is starting to become a problem. To make matters worse, his continual questions about the potential moral implications of our new technologies have started to raise some eyebrows amongst the other Vault dwellers. Please see to it that Mr. Hake is taken care of, preferably after his scheduled visit to the observatory later this month. He may well be traveling alone, so this should present an ideal opportunity for you. P.S. I obviously expect you to exercise extreme discretion with this. The last thing we need is the media catching wind of the whole thing. From the desk of Hugo Stoltz. Our gorgeous capitalist pig. Please, my dear, I beg you to come with me. No good can come from a project funded by a big corporation. Please, please, please meet me by the makeout point next week on the 23rd, and we can flee together. Don't leave me alone. Signed, your beloved communist swine, A. I'm sorry, what? Okay.
Tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
You reckon that storm is gonna get worse or better?
Ah, the one from outside. How's the storm?
What you say?
Huh? What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
These jumpsuits don't have much room for expression. Your skin isn't split at all.
And then Mr. Stokes would call me into his office and say, Ruben, I've been watching you for a while now. I've seen the hard work, persistence, and dedication that you put into your work. No one else in this vault puts in as much effort as you do. That's why I'm stepping down from my position and I'm making you head of the company instead. You gotta be kidding me. What is this? I'll take it. This guy.
You should have lied a few years back. The old boat sure was something. You know, the accidents.
I'm surprised there's still people out there.
Supplies are starting to dwindle.
Thought I was in the right place.
This research,
Whoa, I didn't know he was right there.
science, and discoveries, and news.
I believe you have something for me.
So these will fix the weather machine?
It is a step, yes. You'll be provided more information shortly. Do be patient. Remember, this is all new to you, but years in the making for us. Well, they're no good to me. I can't read them. Go deliver them to my daughter, Audrey. She's the one who's leading the effort to repair the weather machine. Oh, and before I forget, our conversation earlier, in Cassie's room. Water under the bridge, yes? I do hope we can keep that just between us. I'd hate for rumors to flutter around.
Sure. Nothing embarrassed about it, though. You guys have a wonderful relationship.
Hey, Bess. It's the most beautiful person. She keeps me honest. We were never apart. We collected the most wonderful memories together. Excuse me. This makes me rather emotional. Oh, and before you go off to Arnold, I would like you to indulge me in another thought exercise I've been meditating on. If you were to repair a ship by replacing it plank by plank, piece by piece, so much so that no single piece of wood from the original vessel remains, would you have a ship? Or would it still be the original, only improved?
Intelligence 10 plus. The ship of Theseus, not easily answered. I'm sure you know.
Right you are, my friend. Both in the origins of the question and its complexity. Let's say for this example that we can agree that eventually it is a new ship. Because I think the more interesting question is, at what point does it become so? After half of the planks? After the final part is replaced? Perhaps the rudder? Or mast? If we were to change piece by piece, at what point do we become something entirely new? Well, no. Let's perhaps hold on an answer. I'd rather that linger with you. And you have important business to attend to. Now, off with you to see Audrey. She's buried in her books in the meteorology sector. I hope you have some good hiking boots. It's quite the trek. Safe travels.
There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened.
Good long times together.
There was a landslide around the mansion. I wonder how that happened. There was a landslide around the mansion. I wonder how that happened.
And this research, and science, and discoveries, and miss how it was before.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression. The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
I took them out already. Manny, a cat. Hmm. He was doubting his employment before. Now they want another rewrite again. This is the third time now. Hmm. What did he say? Oh, not that one. Vault-Tec had one job. Oh, it's about the radiation leak that happened in this vault.
You there! I don't know you. Why are you in my lab?
Are you Abby? Audrey?
Who told you? Never mind. Yes, I am indeed Audrey Stoltz. And you are a sore thumb sticking out in my lab. Great. Introductions are out of the way. You know, there's enough chaos around here as it is. With the machine being broken, the clutter everywhere, the electrified lunatics roaming about. So, is there something you're here for? Would you kindly get the hell out of my lab? Oh, is it? Really? It looks perfectly fine to me. Clearly something went wrong here, don't you think? Astounding observation. Just groundbreaking. I'm sorry. A bit on edge. I'm still trying to figure out how to repair the weather machine. The documentation is missing, and as much as my father wishes I could magically be as brilliant as my mother, I just... Anyway, I'm sorry about the outburst. Did she need something? This? Oh, the blueprints. Fantastic. Did my father send you? Are we hiring outside help for the mailroom now? Never mind that. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that I finally have these. Sure is. Biologically, anyway. Can't say he's ever acted much like a father. Nowadays, he's more my boss than my dad. The boss that keeps interfering with my professional and personal life. Anyway, you were saying? Well, the name says it all. It used to be a machine that did the weather. You know, monitoring it, controlling it, just the usual stuff. I think we picked it up as a way to sweeten the pot when my father was getting the board to approve this vault. A bit of nepotism later, and here I am. My father refused to listen when I told him my talents are wasted on this machine, but in the end, the research fell off after the bombs fell. Later, we found a very important reason to look into it again, of course. Which I'm not really comfortable sharing more on. Sorry, we did just meet after all. To summarize, this machine is important. My father wants it fixed, and I'd very much like Father to stop pestering me about it. Yes. Very excellent parcel delivery. Off with you, then. Actually, wait a moment. A helpful minion could be quite useful. Could you give me 2 seconds to read this? Here's a little reward for you. Count your bottle caps while I go over these blueprints. Come back when you're ready for more work. Perfect. The blueprints specify the exact part we're looking for. Well, I could use someone with outdoor experience for starters. Based on your skin condition, I'm guessing you're not from around here. That means you walked here. You're perfect for the job. Believe it or not, the Shenandoah Visitor Center has a device for monitoring the weather. While vastly inferior in complexity, it contains parts that you won't find out of any old toaster left to rot. It won't be a perfect fit, but even if the part is remotely close to the one that broke, I should be able to do some modifications to make it work. I'll analyze these blueprints more and do some research ahead of time, just in case. That just leaves you with the task of actually fetching it. If you don't mind, that is. Maybe. There's a lot more to it than just that. You're years behind us on this, so let's just ease you into it for now. To set your mind at ease, we're working toward not just fixing the weather, but possibly even the Lost themselves. You'll see. Just bear with us for a bit. We could really use your help on this. More than read. Study. I'll need some time to understand how the entire machine operates if I'm going to modify it to make the part work. Unless you think they're ordered out of a catalog weather monitoring system uses the same exact parts as our top secret state-of-the-art tech. Sorry. I understand you're putting yourself at risk here. Believe me, this is important. That kind of thing is not uncommon for a national park this size. They had lots of tourists coming and going. Inclement weather would mean closing down some trails, or the park altogether. Anyway, that's the past. Doubt the park rangers have much use for it now, right? So, will you grab it for me? Thank you. The visitor center is just north of the manor, on the cliff. It's probably completely abandoned. The building isn't too big, so you should be able to find it easy enough. Once you have the part, come back here, okay?
please. I'm Kevin. I used to be a park ranger here before the bombs dropped. Well, I'm not sure I'm fit to be a ranger or whatever this park is transformed into these days, though. But, you know, the uniform is comfy enough, I guess. I live in a bunker just outside. Actually, wait a second. We got a little more pressing issues right now. Oh, really? Huh. Okay. Well, that's a relief. Well, it's not here. It's back in my bunker. There's a bit of a problem, though. The door to my bunker got jammed from the inside, and I got locked out. I just went out to get some essentials. I rarely leave the bunker. Of course, I had to lock myself out when I do. Anyway, good news is, there's a second entrance in the basement of this building. Bad news is there's a bunch of weirdos in there now. I don't know who they are or what they want.
Weirdos?
I've never seen them before. But they do not seem the friendly kind. I just came in here minding my own business. And I heard some creepy chanting and talks about some Alex sending them here for a sacrifice. I panicked, and I locked them in. I don't think they noticed, but I bet they'll be real mad once they do. The kind of sacrifice you and me would make for. Human. They looked heavily armed. I didn't dare get any closer to find out more.
Alright, I'll go clear out the weirdos. Then you bring me to your bunker.
You've got yourself a deal. Come and let me know when they're all, dead.
Okay. Kevin. Okay, they're in there. Cultists. You can tell from the symbols.
His enemies cannot hide. His foes cannot escape. All will face the Mothman's judgment. In his example, I am drawn to the divine light.
Mothman, hear my prayer. Keep us safe from the dangers of beasts and men.
No enemy will escape his sight.
I stopped hearing screams. So I came through, you know, to check on you. Yeah? And I wasn't sneaking off. If I knew where they were. I'm the last one around here as far as I know. But, to be honest, I prefer my own company anyways. Well, it's been my home ever since the bombs dropped. And I am really not in the mood for finding a new home. Never seen them before. Whilst they were locked up in there, I could overhear some of their conversations, chanting. They kept bringing up a moth an awful lot. Well, the radiation must have been too much for them. They also kept on and on about some big ritual and how some Alex had sent them here to hell. Either way, I'm glad they're gone. I hope this Alex person won't send any more this way. Oh, maybe we should have kept one of them alive. It to pass on the message. Well, hindsight's 20/20, they say. A deal's a deal. Follow me. I'll show you my bunker. The machine is in there.
Quarantined. Somebody became scorched. William Kidd. Garth Hendricks.
for a weather machine.
Well, the machine you're after is just over there. Makes me a part of this. Thanks for helping me out getting back here.
This whole computer? You gotta be kidding me. You gonna put that in my pocket? Why is it so dim in here? I only need a part, I guess.
Ah! Oh! Ah! Oh! Oh! You again. You made me jump. I mean, have you seen those weirdos? So, yeah, excuse me for being a little shaken up. As little as possible. Yeah, I only leave when I need a few essential resources. I don't see why I should leave more often than that. I got everything I need in here. Well, a few went out scavenged. Never to be seen again. Others left to search for their families. I'm not sure if they died or found somewhere. Oh, I sure wasn't going to risk my life. Sure. Not at first, I didn't. Just a few of my fellow rangers. When the bombs dropped, we made our way to the bunker. We stayed very long.
Hey, it's you again. Thanks for the help before. Even if I make it out of here, it doesn't do any good if I'm killed by a super mutant on the way back. Just gotta hope a sailor can get through the storm.
You gonna sit here?
Better. And I think this whole thing has been a lot to take in. I'm gonna stick around for a little while. Even if those weird ghouls aren't around anymore, it's still not safe out in that storm. Plus, if I leave now, who's gonna take care of Caddy?
Take him with you.
Be careful out there.
I mean, I can take you back. You gotta sit in here. They keep respawning.
Did you find the part we're looking for?
Mm-hmm. She don't sound like a ghoul at all. She don't got the raspy voice.
How is that any of your...
She kind of do.
Nice imagery. I'm sorry. Sometimes my emotions get the better of me, and there's been a lot going on. I think I figured out how I can make it work. Just needed to make a few modifications on our machine so I can connect it to the part. Nothing too complex. It's mainly just the type of unique connectors that our machine uses, so I just had to standardize them to hook a regular part up. All we need now is that part. Have you got it? What a relief. I must admit, I was a little unsure there would be any machine left to rescue parts from. I hope I didn't get you into too much danger to retrieve it. I knew you would be a good fit for the task. But that aside, I never heard of any cult in these parts. Then again, I never heard much about any cult in general. My father kept me fairly sheltered. Quite literally. I wonder what they were doing there. No, she couldn't be. Sorry, I knew someone named Alex. I never found out what happened to them when the bombs dropped, but it must be someone else. Would you mind getting the part in place? It should be pretty simple after my modifications. All the connectors are standardized now to fit a regular part. I do it myself, but I just need a minute to gather my thoughts. I mean, equipment. I'll be right there. Got my equipment together. Let me see how you did in placing the part. Passable. You forgot to hook up a few of the connectors, but a solid attempt for a first-timer at weather machine repair. All that's left now is to get a scan of my mother's eyes. She is the only one in this vault authorized to override security checks when we reboot it.
Audrey! Audrey! I thought I heard your voice in here. Oh, and our new friend is with you. Good, we might need you. We have an emergency. Your mother. She's gone.
What do you mean, gone? I thought she was in stable condition.
No, not gone like that. She's not in her room. Someone has taken her. They've left a note. Oberlin read it out to me. Some gibberish about a Mothman. Alex? The cult? Oh, that could be. I took care of her.
What did you just say?
Nothing, my dear. I misspoke.
No. You definitely said I took care of her. Want to elaborate on how you took care of her father?
Okay, look. I didn't intend for you to find out, but she was a risk to your future and that of our family business. I had to ensure you would stay here with us. I only did what I had to do.
Why am I not surprised? I had a feeling you were behind her disappearance. How was your own daughter's happiness ever a risk? Every single bit of my life has always been dictated by you, and I have been miserable for all of it.
Now, that's not true. You've always loved all this tinkering and such. All I did was make sure you were safe and would focus on what's important. The family business. And look around. Look how well it has worked out. This machine you've helped build and maintain. It's a true masterpiece.
Are you delusional? Look at us! Look at those mad lost running around! Mom is in a coma, for God's sake! How has any of that worked out well? I cannot reason with the unreasonable. I need some air to process this.
She'll come to her senses. There's always a flair for the dramatic. Takes after her father, I suppose. We have more important business to discuss anyway. We need my wife back. Pronto. And you've more than proven yourself capable of that task. So please, I could use your assistance. Oh, that stupid letter is what got us all into the situation in the first place. I should be telling you off for putting your nose in what's none of your business, but I think we have long passed that moment. Cassidy and I were shocked to read the note. Such vulgar language. To think she is well read is beyond me. But enough of that. Back to your assignment. As much as I'd like to trust Audrey, I had to make sure she wouldn't turn against me. Cassidy had to authorize any major changes or security checks to make sure Audrey is keeping on the right track. Thinking of it, it may have not been the best idea to only have one person authorized to do all this. Well, it's done now, so you better get going before they kill her. We don't have time to get into this. She was a bad influence on my daughter, a threat to the family business. I had to protect the business, and most importantly, Audrey, from her communist ideas. Now can we focus on the real issue at hand, please, and take care of Alex? Wunderbar. Getting this machine repaired is in everybody's best interest. Now, the note left behind mentions something about an old abandoned mine. I remember there was only one within the park. Nearly purchased it at one point for some... actually, that's not important. Try and blend in as one of the cultists. I fear they may harm Cassidy if they spot an intruder. Find where they're keeping her and get rid of Alex. I expect you to do a better job than the last person I sent to deal with her. We can't say for certain. But the gun I hired never returned, so it's possible she survived. And let's say that joining a cult isn't outside the realm of possibilities when it came to her eccentricities. But even if it isn't the same Alex, whoever has kidnapped my wife deserves to die. Disguise! Don't become one of them. But yes, that is the brief in a nutshell. Knew I could count on you. Now you better get going. I will deal with Audrey. Meet me back in the atrium when it's safe to get my dear Cassie. I will send out some people to transport her back safely once you've completed your mission. Hail the hairy moth. Holy Mothman. Holy. Greetings, fellow cultist. How goes your cultist duties? Remind me what they were. You have rejoined us, and the flaps of his powdery embrace. That was weird. Let me try it. Wise and holy Mothman, protect us in our times of need. Good day. My name is Blair. My name is Blair. I'm still a bit new around here. Who are you? How dare you? Putting my faith in question? Wait. Either? You're one of us. Oh, thank God. Thank the Mothman. Well, presumably for the same reason you are. Aren't all the non-believers here for the same thing? To get back at Hugo for going back on the deal. And just generally being total filth. He screwed us over, big time. Made promises that upended our lives and put us all at risk. It's about time he gets what he deserves. I'm sure whatever he did to you makes you feel the same. Don't let him hear you say that. You can't put our disguise at risk. Not now that we're so close to completing our vengeance. Suit yourself. Not like I got anything else to do in these dark tunnels anyway. Yep, all ready for the big sacrifice. Just sitting in the dark, waiting for the light to consume us. Truly an inspiration. We shall follow her lead. She's onto something big. Bigger than anyone here realizes. Make sure you do what she requests for this ritual. Oh, well, me too. Good, prayings.
Recognizing, the worthless will be showered in his divine
At the time
light.
of recognizing, the worthless will be showered.
We are his flock, guiding him through his equine... Wait, no. Welcome back! Wait, are you new? Whatever. Welcome back. Oh, hey! Something, Mothman, something. Oh, great Mothman. Look upon your lands with mercy and protect us from stuff.
Our enemies. His enemies won't escape. They'll face his judgment.
Big Mothman, hear my story. Keep me safe from the storm, and...
No enemy can escape his plight.
He is our shepherd in the light.
You're not
dark.
like them either, are you?
He looks
Don't
after
bother
us.
cover.
It calls to us. He calls to us. What news from the surface? All these new
eggs
blood.
and
Not one omelet? Did that sound right? Praise to him. Are you here for the ritual too? I don't know what's taking so long.
Hey. I don't think I've met you yet. Odd, I thought I knew all our believers. Anyway, I'm Scarlet. And you are? What a stupid question. She is our leader, you fool. Oh, I almost envy her. She has been chosen by the great Mothman. Oh, I wish I was chosen. No, Scarlet, envy is an ugly thing. No place for envy amongst believers. The Mothman shall receive all us believers equally and consume us with the light. Holy, Mothman, holy. And he has been guiding my path for quite some time now. But Alex has been a true prophet. Oh, we are all so excited for the big ritual. We are so close to being consumed by the light. As you were.
Where his wings flop, I'll go with him. At the time of recognizing, the worthless will be showered in
At the
his
time of
divided
recognizing,
light. The worthless will be showered
You've
in his
returned.
divided light.
He doesn't know.
Guiding
He
him
does.
through his equine.
You either have a password, or you better get a move on. You may pass.
Oh, great Mothman, look upon your lands with mercy and protect us from stuff. Our enemies can't hide. No, his enemies won't escape. They'll face his judgment. Big Mothman, hear my story. Keep me safe from the storm. And his eyes burn like the night, and no enemy can escape his plight. He is our shepherd in the light. The dark? Ah, shit, he looks after us. It calls to us. He calls to us. All these eggs, not one omelet. Praise to him. All hail the hairy moth. Holy Mothman. Holy. Welcome, child. Let him shower you with his love. Was that convincing? Wise and holy Mothman, protect us in our times of need.
Something about you isn't quite culty enough. Keep your head down and they won't notice.
If it's a moth,
man, then why the hell are there eggs everywhere? Praise be to him.
Where his wings fly, I'll go with you. There you are. How fares the surface? Just act normal and take my lead. Yes, I agree. Praise be to the Holy Mothman. Worthless will be showered in his divided light.
Hey, I don't remember your face.
That's not gonna happen. And if you interfere with our ritual, we'll make you our next sacrifice. What a weird time to ask questions. I guess we can spare a few seconds. I like to get to know my victims a little anyway. Hugo caught wind that I was still in contact with Audrey after they moved to Shenandoah. He sent a goon to kill me, keep me away. The bombs fell as I was being attacked. Probably the only reason I managed to escape. I was out in the woods by myself, barely alive, getting my strength back. Until this lot found me and made me their leader. Lucky me, they've turned out to be a great help to make my revenge against Hugo a reality. I'm not alone in that. Many here want to see Hugo suffer, and I won't let you get in the way of that. That's really easy. Surprised you couldn't figure that one out yourself. If I can't have Audrey, then Hugo can't have Cassidy. Getting her was simple. Just convince some of our ghoul members that the Mothman has spoken. He demands a special sacrifice. Got them dolled up in some clean 63 jumpsuits and had them sneak in during the night. Good thing that door in the basement is wide open. Now they're all abuzz about a super special ritual, waiting for my next move. But I still haven't picked out the right tool for the job yet. For some of them, it's just a matter of saying the right thing. Mothman showed me this, Mothman showed me that. Next thing you know, I'm a prophet. The rest? Well, we share a common interest. They're my wolves hiding in Moth's clothing. We have one goal. Get back at Hugo. Do you know what that bastard did to these people? How he used them, stole their homes, left them for dead? There's so much about that man and family that you barely understand. Allow me to enlighten you. There was a small town still in this park when Hugo arrived, right where he wanted to build his precious vault. When they refused a buyout, he offered them all a safe spot when the bombs dropped. They accepted. If you know Hugo, it shouldn't surprise you that he went back on that deal. He left them all for dead, scared them off, and kept the land. He is a parasite, sucking dry the innocent, making no compromises that stand in the way of his vision. Doesn't take much time around the Stoltzes before this story starts to make perfect sense. Hugo feeds off the vulnerable. Always has. Maybe now you understand who you're working for. Why I can't let you take my prisoner away. Audrey was the only one who ever got me. Ran into each other in a bookstore in the before times. That nerd. God, I miss her. Her dad hated us being together. Thought I was a bad influence on her. Maybe I thought he was a capitalist pig. A family business was everything to him. Anything that stood in its way had to be eliminated. I guess I stood in the way. I'm sure she would understand. But also, look at me. Look what I've become. She would never take me back anyway. I agree. Hey, I don't remember your face. That's not gonna happen. And if you interfere with our ritual, we'll make you our next sacrifice. sure try.
We are his flock.
Judgment.
You're back. Good. I trust you have taken care of everything. And I can send my man out to get Cassidy.
I miss how it was before.
Fantastic. Oh, I wish I was there to see it. You know, in a more figurative sense. With that matter settled, I'll notify a team to conduct a rescue effort to bring Cassidy home. I'm truly grateful, my friend.
You're unbelievable. You just couldn't let it go, could you? The only solution you have is to just kill and kill and kill. I can't believe I came up here to try and talk this through. To try to make you see some reason. But I seem to have forgotten how efficient you are. After all these years of not knowing if she was still alive, I had a tiny spark of a hope that I could see her again. But now she's gone. For good. And there is no one else to blame but you. Both of you. For a moment, I really thought you were one of the good ones. But now, you're no different. Just taking orders from my mad father and killing innocent people. You're both just heartless murderers.
Audrey, hang on. You still don't understand. Alex kidnapped your mother. Ah, no talking sense into that one. She always just runs away.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system.
No, she's not.
Damn it.
Every word of it is true. If only she could see why none of that is a problem. It's just the way of the world. I must get...
Seeing someone do so much good out here, it's refreshing.
Impeccable timing. I was just thinking of you. You've gone through great lengths to clear a path ahead for us. The stage has been set for final preparations.
Before the storms.
I understand how my methods may seem extreme, but remember you are only seeing the end of the story. There are many chapters you've missed up until now. Perhaps I can provide some insight. Did you know that lightning can reach temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun? Energy beyond that of a star, and yet we can survive being struck by it. The Lost. Myself. My Cassidy. We live with it inside us, dancing, colliding, beautifully and violently. Invisible forces taking form right here, inside, in a fervent embrace. Chaos contained.
I miss research and science and discovery.
Please, allow me to continue. When I first heard my Cassie's voice, it was magnetic, ensnaring me from across the room. Every footstep perfectly placed, as if I'd done it 1,000 times before. It was a force. A path so clear, so natural, a gravitational pull. Two entities brought together, and a magnificent explosion as a result. Only possible with our meeting. The world shifted at our very presence from that point on. We did the impossible together. You think I'm speaking of the past? No. When the feral mind began to take her, I feared losing her forever. That spark between us lost its charge. She slipped further and further away. I made a choice. To follow the only path that had provided us any hope. I reignited that spark. I brought her to the device. I pushed it to its limit. I allowed it to impart on us that power greater than the burning surface of the sun. By chance, we discovered that time spent near the weather control device had side effects. Positive ones. They seemed to quell the symptoms of feralization. It was the only path forward. The only research that bore fruit. An accident implies a lack of intent. No, it was a choice. The creation of the Lost was no mistake. Its failure to reach completion is, however, a half-step that left them deserted in a reality all their own. But we need to bring them back. All of them, not just my Cassie. We need to bridge the divide. That is what I'm trying to fix here. That is where I need your help. You should know by now that I am no scientist. All of our best minds have led me here, though. Many of them now lost themselves. Listen to my plan. Then decide whether to cast me the villain. We are so close to a solution now. I've provided Hilda and Audrey with all they need to complete our work. If you speak with them downstairs, they will be able to provide next steps. She knows there's more at stake than her childish passions. She may hate me to my very core, you may as well, but that doesn't change what needs to be done. Thank you. They are already caught up and will provide you with the information you need. Now, is there anything else? I'd prefer if we could begin soon. Yes. Hilda and I had been chasing a potential lead for some months now. We reached a blockade, though. One that was obliterated by your arrival. She and Audrey can provide the specifics, but in short, I believe I am the key. Or at least the results of my mutation are... As I remind you, I'm no scientist. But there is hope. I have seen it. You say that now, but when we succeed, when we fix all of this, well, I imagine she'll come around. The weather machine? Really? A machine? A tool? What could be left to discuss? It was acquired. A last-minute sales pitch. I never anticipated it would have the impact it did, both positively and negatively. I hardly care to discuss history and trivial details. What it was is irrelevant. What it is now, progress. A solution. It is the catalyst for their creation, and the creation of the storm as well, though both appear to be living far beyond their conception. Our attempts to stop the spread of the feral mind led to a step in another direction. Now, we course correct. Good. We couldn't have come this far without you. I hope you know that.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little, even with the stockpile from the supply runs. Before the storms.
You think I'm happy doing this, James? Of course not. But what choice do we have? This isn't just about us. It's about everyone here in the vault. Everyone we've lost.
He's not just a liar. He's a killer, Audrey.
Can we get started already? The tissue samples aren't gonna remain stable forever.
Oh great, it's my father's latest hired gun. What are you doing here? Are you cruel or just plain dumb? Let's just get this over with. What do you want?
We're going to be overseeing a final experiment that could alter the future of this vault.
All of our work is coming to fruition. My research on understanding the lost, Audrey's on the weather machine, but the last piece is Uncle Hugo. Like, literally, we're examining a piece of him. Gross, I know. But once we have the right data, we can run the machine again to reverse the effects of the lost. We think.
The risk is high, but the reward is too great to ignore. And we may have a missing piece now, for an extra edge.
My father is the only one afflicted by the machine that has managed to retain his senses. At first, we speculated that it could be related to his sight impairment, but we are certain now there's more to it. He seems to have mutated differently from the other Lost.
The experiments I've been running all but confirmed it.
We think the reason is because he was the one to push the big button, so to speak. He made direct contact with the device. The electricity spread out from him, almost like a conduit.
We are, and have the evidence to back it.
We've been comparing tissue samples from Uncle Hugo with ones from Papa and the others. The behavior from Uncle Hugo's sample is far more complex and responsive to stimuli. It's almost as if he's a completed specimen and the rest are just imitating him.
We've been repairing and adjusting the machine to potentially complete the Lost's transformation, using that monster upstairs as a template.
No. Which is why we run tests first. We aren't simply going to fire up the machine again and hope he's right. We need to be sure first.
That's where you come in. We need you to head surface side and run the experiment for us. We've set up a number of devices that can simulate the effects of,
It'll simulate what the impact of different device configurations will have on Lost cells. In other words, we can test what would happen if we followed my uncle's plan on a smaller scale.
We're going to be reading the results as they're relayed back here. We'll be in communication via radio tuners on the devices as well. If this proves worthless, my father's going to have to... Well, we'll deal with that when we know for sure. I'll mark the first device for you. We'll make contact once we see it up and running.
Anyone else kind of excited about this? Just me then?
It's good to have someone reliable to count on again. Maybe now we can start fixing things around here.
The new animals up there, any of them good for you?
Storm energy under the machine's old configuration interacts with their cells.
Why waste our time on this? To see the effects of the new configuration.
Agitated, volatile. They're much less stable than Uncle Hugo's now.
Great. Now we know the thing that was bound to fail will fail. On to the next device. Over and out.
operation. Our hypothesis is that the samples from the Lost will begin to behave closer to Uncle Hugo's. Come on, science. You can do it!
God have mercy on us all if it can't.
But they are reacting to the sample from Father, even from across the table. They're moving toward it.
Let me see Hugo's. Dear Lord. It's not just that. They're mirroring it, following it. Almost like puppets on strings.
How is this even possible? Did Uncle Hugo know this would happen?
That bastard. He isn't planning to fix them. He's planning to bring them under his control. Sleazy, Voltec scum. I knew it! I'm bringing him into custody. Now!
Oberlin, wait! James! Damn it, he's gone. You're still there, right? There's one more device. Please head there. We have to be sure this isn't some kind of fluke.
Sew my face shut. Stitch it closed, but leave the nose. My arm.
Audrey, we've got a problem. Bastard is gone.
What?
And you, get back here ASAP. Over and out.
How's it going out there? Windy? Airish?
You've been a good. You're here. The situation has developed and we're short on time.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing.
Here's the sitrep. We've discovered that Hugo didn't leave alone. He's taken Cassidy with him. That can only mean one thing. He's going to activate the weather machine already. Bastard. This experiment was just to distract us. He already had all the pieces he needed. The weather machine was already set to the parameters we just tested. This was a final trial run before the real deal. We can discuss our terrible choices later. We have to act now. There's only one place. He's likely to reach the meteorology sector any minute now, up at the Hawksbill weather station. Audrey already left to try and stop him, but even with Cassidy, he's gotten too much of a head start. No, wait. We need to discuss what you'll do when you get there. I'll be brief. I need him alive.
There was a landslide around the mansion.
Good.
I wonder how that
We need him breathing if we want to learn more about this affliction. It'd be years of research lost. You're deranged if you think anything like that matters now. Survival here in Shenandoah is all we have left. There's no more time for this. Expect resistance, but remember, bring him in alive. Dismissed. It may not seem like much, but your help has been invaluable to us. Thank you.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system and it works, damn it. Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system and it works, damn it. Hey there.
From the supply runs. You know, before the storm. Are there many like us out there? You know, with the skin?
You reckon that storm is gonna get worse? What brings you back in here?
Oh, I've got loads of old stories from the labs. Maybe I can share some with you when you aren't so busy.
watch you never make it. He's locked me out, but I bought some time by disrupting the startup sequence. It's only a matter of minutes before he gets it up and running again, though. I can't believe it's come to this. I hate him. So fucking much! Yes, we are. For good. He needs to die. My God. Did I really just say that? This is really the only choice he's given me, isn't it? Oh, it's true. Please. He has to die. He can't do this again. That's not my father in there. That's a lunatic, a killer. Both of my parents died during the accident. No. When he made his choice, he's going to do it again. And this time, he's taking all of us with him. But enough, we don't have time for this. You don't understand. Oberlin thinks we can still fix all of this. But we can't. We're out of options. The experiment proves that. If he's left alive, he might break free. He might try this again. He's not just a monster, he's a manipulator. He has to die. It's the only way. Please, we need to end this. Believe me, I know I'm starting to sound like I'm losing it too, but this is the only way. I'll begin unlocking the doors to the top floor. Just make your way there. The area is crawling with Lost. Probably his doing. Be careful. I'll be in touch over the loudspeakers. Please, go. Okay, that'll get you in. Just focus on the Lost while I work on the next grid. it. You're almost there. One more to go. Oberlin! God, you almost gave me a heart attack.
What's the status? We're not vomiting up electricity, so that's a promising sign. Wait, we still haven't gotten to him yet? Pick up the pace. We've got to hurry. What do you mean, kill him? Are you crazy? No, we need him alive.
James, it's too risky to keep him alive. He has to die. He has to.
Soldier, you know your orders. Do not let emotion guide you. We need him alive.
It's too late for that. Please, end this for good.
My friend! Schön, dich wiederzusehen. I apologize for pulling the wool over your eyes earlier. I needed a suitable distraction to hold their interest. But I should warn you, any attempt to dissuade me will be made in vain. I recommend turning back while you can. Too late? Too late for what? For a solution to our problems? Do you not see? My darling standing right here beside me. She walked here with me, followed my every step. Do you not understand what this means? I know the others wouldn't, but surely you do. You are a child. You understand nothing. Months ago, before we ever crossed paths, I stood here with Cassidy, just as we had a decade ago. I ran this machine again, hoping, begging for a solution, and at worst, a release from this solitary life. The results were unexpected, more severe than my first attempt. The storm, you see? The shattering of the land around here? A result of that brave step. I'm nothing if not consistent. I made great progress in my second attempt. I was able to calm my Cassidy. Suddenly, she responded to my will. She followed my footsteps. She looked me in the eyes again. In that moment of bliss, we fled away back to the atrium. Hand in hand, like school children, we ran while this devilish machine spun on, sowing destruction. I learned something important about the power I hold. I am the gravitational force they need. I am a vessel for this storm. I can move them, save them. You're right. But the only way to save me is to bring them back. For months, I've pushed Hilda and Audrey toward the solution. I knew it was in me, the signal to shepherd them. I just needed them to isolate it, decode it, replicate it. To teach our machine to dance to my song, to forge a true bridge between me and our lost children. But truly, the last missing piece was you, mein Freund. Without your drive, we'd have been stuck. So, before we end this for good, I do want to thank you again for being a catalyst for change. Now, let's finish this, shall we? I have business to attend to. You know nothing. I can see that now. Free will? Violence is the only will your ilk understands. En garde. traitorous bastard! Need some assistance over here! You traitorous bastard! You traitorous bastard! You just made the worst decision of your life! Be a better. Damn you! That's all you have. That's all you have. That's all you have. I'm proud of you, my friend. That's all you have. Damn you! Traitorous bastard! I didn't see this coming. You traitorous bastard! You've made enemies from person. I underestimated your strength, it would seem. I suppose this is an unfortunate turn of events for me, isn't it? So that is your solution? To lock me away like some caged animal? So short-sighted. There's another way. You don't have to end this. You can still help me, if only you'd see things my way for a moment. If only you'd see the sparkle in her eyes. There's hope. She is in there. They all are. I can be the bridge. I just need your help this one final time. That pull between us. Every footstep perfectly placed once more. So please, help me. Just walk away. Get clear of this place and allow me to finish my work. I will make it worth your while if you just let me bring them all home again. They will be safe, with family again. This won't just transform them into the violent, chaotic lost you have seen. We will move together again. They'll be in my orbit, at peace.
Please, help me. Mein Freund.
I have no strength to fight. Do what you will then, fool.
Good. He's still breathing. Hurry up and power down that machine. We'll come retrieve him when it's safe.
I trusted you. I fucking trusted you.
You did a hell of a good job back there. I knew you'd do the right thing. You've been a good soldier for us. Glad we put our trust in you. Yep, you're one of the good ones, all right. No doubt about it. I'm just glad we're on the same team. Hate to go toe-to-toe with someone like you. Don't. That's exactly how he's manipulated us for years. His mask's off now. He's got no hold over us anymore. I'm sure it feels like he got off easy, but I assure you that's not the case. He's sedated for now, and still recovering from that proper ass-whooping you provided. But once he wakes up, the time for rest is over. The research begins. He's the key to solving the Lost, and we'll see to it that he remains a silent contributor. If he wasn't the solution to all this, I'd have put him in a body bag myself. He should feel lucky that he's valuable enough to keep alive. In the meantime, we'll sort out the mess the sorry SOB left us. So, rest easy. But, look, I can't give you a Medal of Honor. Don't have one to give. But I would, if I could. This goes without saying, but you've more than earned my respect. I hope that means something to you. Don't go turning into a stranger, all right? That's an order. Glad Hilda is back safely. Hopefully her research will be just what we need.
protect and serve.
You know this is a simulation.
Is that so? Let me see if I have any simple facts I can teach you about. Oh, here's one. You ever wonder why people are so obsessed with making perfectly iced gold beverages? It's because they're going to please the executives so they can survive stock drops. Believe me, they'll outlast us all. There's no other explanation. You're starting to sound just like